In this video, I will show you how to extract data from a bank statement in PDF format using Microsoft Excel.
Let me open this PDF file. This PDF file contains my bank statement from April 2022 to March 2023. This means we have around 1 year of transaction history here. There are 26 pages in this PDF file. Now let's see how to import this bank statement into Excel. I will close this PDF file, open Microsoft Excel, open a blank workbook, go to the Data tab on the Excel ribbon, Get Data, from File, from PDF. Using this Import dialog, select the PDF file to import. Click Import. Here is the list of tables and pages available in the selected PDF file. A total of 26 pages and 10 tables. Click on any label to preview the corresponding item. Table 1, Table 3, Table 4, page 1 to 25. This is because Power Query is treating the tables from pages 1 to 25 as a single table. And this is the table we are looking for, the one that contains the transaction details. To import this data into an Excel worksheet, enable Select Multiple Items, choose Table 4. If we click the Load button, this table will be loaded directly into an Excel worksheet. But before loading the table, we need to clean this data. We need to remove the blank columns and null values. To do that, click Transform Data. The table is now loaded into Excel's Power Query editor. Balance, withdrawals, deposits, particulars, date. Now let's remove the unwanted columns. We need the balance, withdrawals, and deposits columns. Let's check whether column 6 contains any relevant data. This column doesn't contain any numbers, so we can remove it. Right-click on the column header, remove. Let's check column 5. This column also doesn't contain any useful information. Right-click, remove. Particulars. This column contains the details of each transaction, so we will keep it. Column 3. We don't need this column. I don't want to show the transaction mode in the income and expense statement, so I will remove this column. So these are the 5 columns we need. Before importing this data into the Excel worksheet, let's redefine the data type for the first column. Click this button and select Date. When we assign a data type to a column, Excel will handle and format the data accordingly. Now to load this data into Excel, click Close and Load. The data from the PDF file is now loaded into an Excel worksheet. 649 records. The first column contains the date. The second column contains the transaction descriptions. The third column contains deposits. The fourth column contains withdrawals. And the last column contains the balance. Now let's add 1,000 separated to the values in the last 3 columns. We don't need decimal places. Here the data in the second column is overlapping into the deposits column. To prevent this, select the column, right-click, Format Cells, Alignment, choose Fill, and click OK. The last row of the table shows the total deposits, withdrawals, and account balance. Let's cross-check these values to make sure no records are missing. I will copy these numbers and paste them here. Let's delete the last row Since this is an Excel table, we don't need to manually write formulas to calculate the totals. Click inside the table, go to the Table Design tab and enable Total Row. For total deposits, select Sum. We now have the total deposits. For withdrawals, Sum. The last column contains the account balance, so we don't need a total for this column. We'll delete this value. The totals for the deposits and withdrawals match the values we copied earlier. Now let's see how we can make use of this transaction table. By applying the appropriate filter to the particular column, we can find out how much money was spent for a specific purpose or how much money was received from a particular source. For example, to view purchases I made through Amazon.com, click on the filter head, go to Text Filters, choose Contains, type Amazon and click OK. These are the payments I made on Amazon between April 2022 and March 2023. The total amount is around 1,48,000. There is also an amount shown under deposits and that's a refund. Once again, type petrol and click OK. These are the payments I made for purchasing fuel. The total amount is 54,300.
One important thing to note is, some PDFs may be password protected. So you should remove the passwords from the PDF before importing it into Excel. See you soon with another Excel tip. Thank you for watching and wish you a great day.